Tonight, after the sun goes down, try something unusual. Turn off every light. Not just the lamp, not just the TV, everything. Put your phone away. Sit in complete darkness for 1 minute. Then ask yourself a simple question. What would you do if this darkness lasted all night? Not because of a power outage, not because of an emergency, but because electricity had never existed. For almost all of human history, that's exactly how people lived. When the sun disappeared, the world changed. Night wasn't an inconvenience. It was another world. A world where your eyes became unreliable, where every sound mattered, where the edge of a campfire marked the line between safety and the unknown. Today, darkness is easy to defeat. One switch, one screen, one streetlight. But for your ancestors, darkness was powerful. It shaped the way they thought, feared, and understood reality itself. Imagine standing at the edge of a forest 50,000 years ago. No flashlight, no moon, no city lights, nothing. The same forest that felt familiar during the day suddenly becomes unrecognizable. The trees haven't moved. The ground hasn't changed. Only your certainty has disappeared. And certainty meant survival. Because humans weren't the strongest animals. We weren't the fastest. We had no claws, no fangs, and compared to most predators, our night vision was terrible. Lions hunted at night. Wolves hunted at night. Hyenas hunted at night. So how did humans survive? The answer changed our species forever. Fire. A single campfire couldn't erase the darkness. It only created a small circle of light. But inside that circle, something extraordinary happened. People gathered. Families rested. Children listened. Elders spoke. For the first time that day, survival paused, and conversation began. Anthropologists have noticed that hunter-gatherers tell different stories at night. During the day, they talk about food, hunting, work. But around a fire, the questions become much bigger. Where did we come from? What happens after death? Who created the stars? Because darkness changes the direction of your attention. During the day, your mind looks outward. At night, it looks inward. Long before books existed, stories became humanity's greatest invention. Knowledge survived because people remembered it. Children learned by listening, generation after generation, and those stories slowly became myths, religions, entire civilizations. Then there was the night sky. Today, most of us only see a handful of stars. Ancient humans saw thousands. The Milky Way stretched across the heavens like a glowing river. Without science, without telescopes, without astronomy. How would you explain it? You probably wouldn't think of galaxies. You'd think of gods, heroes, hunters, messages hidden in the sky. Because the human brain hates unanswered questions. When it doesn't know the truth, it creates a story. The same thing happened with dreams. Imagine falling asleep beside a fire. You wake up in another world. You meet people who died years ago. You travel impossible distances. Then suddenly, you wake up again. How would you explain that? Ancient people believed dreams were journeys, messages, visits from another world. Because while you're dreaming, everything feels completely real. And perhaps that's the greatest mystery of all. Every single night, your brain creates an entire universe inside your own mind. People, places, voices, stories. Then it erases them before morning. Night wasn't just dangerous. It was mysterious. It forced people to sit with questions they couldn't answer. Questions we still ask today. What happens after death? Why do we dream? Why are we here? The difference is, when darkness comes, we reach for our phones. We switch on another light. We fill every quiet moment with noise. Our ancestors couldn't. They had to sit with the silence, with the stars, with themselves. And maybe that's why the night shaped humanity more than the day ever did. Tonight, before you go to sleep, turn everything off, step outside, look up. For a moment, imagine a world without electricity, a world where every story began beside a fire, where the stars were brighter, the silence was deeper, and the darkness felt alive. Because for nearly every human who has ever lived, that wasn't imagination. It was reality.